Hi, my name is Fredricks. I'm going to be talking to you today about advanced leading on the halter. And we're going to assume for this instruction that your horse already leads in an ordinary fashion, that its halter broke. What we're after here is we're going to try to get this horse to pay more attention to our body position where we are, and for her to react according to what I'm doing. I want to be about where I am right now, halfway between her head and her shoulder, and I want her to try and maintain that no matter where I go or at what speed. And the reason for doing this is so that we kind of set a precedent for later work on the lunge line, and even more importantly during riding, that she's aware of where my body is and reacts to it. Now, of course, they're not going to automatically respond to our body. We're going to have follow-up signals. So what I'm going to be teaching her right now, I'm going to be teaching her, first of all, to go ahead with me. If she doesn't, I'm going to cluck to her. And if she still doesn't, I'm going to tap her on the sides with my dressage whip. At first, I suggest, until you know the horse, that you put your lead rope in the other hand, face the horse, and tap with this hand. This way you can see, just in case the horse wants to kick up or something. Okay? And then once you've determined that the horse is not going to act up, you can go ahead and put your lead rope back in the right hand and your dressage whip in the left. As you can see, I have a lot of slack, and I want to maintain that slack unless I have to give her a signal with it. So right now she's staying right where I want her to. I'm going to stop, and if she didn't stop, I would say whoa, and I would raise my hand. And if I had to, I would make contact with her, which you will at first. In fact, at first you're probably going to have to make numerous bumps on them. Woo. You make the first bump soft, say the word whoa again, a little harder, woo, a little harder, until you get a response. But always give them a chance first. That's the main thing, always give them a chance on a slack line. And once we got that going pretty good, we can try it at a trot. At first, at the trot, they're going to be probably kind of excitable, because all of a sudden you're bouncing up and down alongside of them. But just try to get a couple of trot steps and calmly slow down. And after a little bit, try and get a few more. Before long, it's going to be no big deal to them. So let me do that right now. I'm going to go a little faster. And she picks her speed to go right up with me. When I slow down, you see she slows right down with me. When I stop, she stops. Back up, she backs up. Now at any time, if she didn't do that, I would go ahead with my follow-up signals. And of course, whatever we do on the left side, we want to do on the right side. So I'll just real briefly, for time's sake, do it on the right side. And again, just because she was fine on the left side doesn't mean she might not kick up on the right side. So again, put your lead rope in the other hand. And the first time or few times you tap, do it with this hand. And once you're sure that it's all right, go ahead and assume your normal position. So I'm gonna do the same things I did on the left hand side. Now we'll break into a trot. And again, just because you trot on the left side doesn't mean you might not encounter problems on the right side. So it's important to do both sides. Okay. Once we got that going, we can get away from the wall. Because now if we tap them on the side, they're not so apt to go to the side. They already know about it, so they're more apt to shoot forward if we need to use our our dressage whip. So again, you notice I have a lot of slack in the line. She's following me wherever I want to go. She stays right with me. If I want to trot, she trots with me. Stop. Back up. And then after a while, depending on the horse and the skill of the trainer, you can check yourself out. Because since she's used to leading on a slack line, it's no big deal for her to go without a halter. Feels about the same to her. So again, the principles, to recap it, the principles are, first we give them a chance to maintain this position. If we're going ahead and they don't respond, we cluck first and then tap. If we're slowing down, stopping or backing up, we use our body position to do that. If they don't respond, like if we're stopping, we'll use the word whoa and then give them a bump. So they're learning several things. They're also learning, I don't know if I mentioned it, they're learning to feel the, when you pick up the lead rope to slow them or back them, they're learning, they're going to feel that if you do it in a manner that's alongside their neck, they're going to learn about that. They're going to translate that to rein pressure later on. They're going to feel the rein being picked up. Okay, so they're learning the word whoa, they're learning the clucking sound, they're learning about pressure on their sides to go ahead or increase their speed. I guess that about sums it up. Thank you very much for your time. We hope this helps you out. Bye.